Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create an auto layout button in Figma. It's actually quite simple once you get it done, so stick close and let's dive in. So the first thing we're going to do here is create some text. Alright, so let's go ahead and create some text. Now once we've got our text, we're going to just click away and click on it again and then right click. So here we can add an auto layout, and this will create that box around so that we can create our button. Now on the right hand side, when you go to auto layout, you can start changing the padding. Alright, so this is how large the padding is around your button. Okay, so let's just make that a little bit larger, and you can see now on the left hand side we have layers, which we are currently in, and we have assets. Let's go into assets and we're going to dial in icons. Now here you can choose the icons that you would like to use. So let us go and use this play button. Now you're going to click down and drag it into your auto layer. Let's put it this side over here, and we can actually go ahead and use another one. Those same steps apply. We're going to go ahead and just drag it into our auto layer. Now you can see it's a bit small, so what we can do is we can just make it a little bit larger. Okay, and let's say 136 by 136. That's great. And this one over here, let's just click on this and let us increase the size there. All right, I think that looks great. What else we can do here is if we're clicking on our auto layer, we can actually go here and we can fill the actual button. So we can add a stroke. All right, you can change the size as well as the color, and we can create a fill as well. And right now it's white, but let's make it gray. I think that looks fantastic. The next thing we need to do is we're going to click down and drag. We're going to select everything here and going to the top, and this button over here will allow us to create a component. Now this is a fixed component. Now we are going to start to define the properties of the component. So let's just click away. So what we're going to do now is click on the actual frame over here, and we are going to create some properties. So if you go to the right hand side, you'll see properties, and we are going to create a boolean, which we will name icon left, which will be represented by our left icon, of course. We are going to create another one, and we're going to call this icon right. All right, and then we need to create one for our text. But we need to create it as a text over here. All right, so we can keep it as text. And over here for the value, we are going to put in button. You can put in play. You can put in whatever the actual physical value that you'll see over here will be. Now you can change this at a later stage. We are going to add one more property, and it's the property of the actual text. So let's just call this text, and that's great. So now, once we're done, we can now take this, all right, and we can just move it out of our way for a second. And now we've created this property, all right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to double click on each icon. You can see over here, once you've clicked on it, on the right hand side, you'll see a layer here. Because this is the left icon, we want to click on this icon here. It says apply Boolean property, and you want to click on left icon. We're going to go through the process now of doing exactly the same with the rest of the icons and the button text. So we're going to go into layer, and this is icon right. And the last thing you want to do is double click on that text, and we're going to go down where it says text, and we are going to make sure that over here, this one here, we can click on text over here. So now this is text. All right, once we are done, we are going to go over to the left hand side. We can go to assets, and right over here we can make sure it says local components, and you will find this button over here. Now let's drag it over. Now this is one of the components. This is the component that we just built. All right, so this is it down here. So if you click on this, you'll see the properties open up on the right hand side, and you can see over here we have our icon left, icon right, our text, which is what's written here, and then also the text as a property so that you can switch it on and off. And these toggle switches will allow you to interact with this button.